Everyone, welcome back to my channel Let's Learn with Lizzie, your go-to place where English is made so easy. Today we are going to study Mother's Day, a one-act play by J.B. Priestley, which is part of the CBSE Class 11 syllabus. This session will cover the plot, characters, themes, literary devices, quotations, and exam preparations. Remember, this is not just a story, but a play with a strong social message. Let's talk about the author. J.B. Priestley was a British novelist, playwright, and essayist. He lived from 1894 to 1984. He fought in World War I, which shaped his concern for social justice and equality. His plays often combine humor with a deep moral message. His most famous work include An Inspector Calls and Time and the Conways. In Mother's Day, he uses comedy to highlight a very real issue, the exploitation of mothers within their families. This play was written in the 1950s in post war Britain. During the war, women had taken up jobs and responsibilities, but after the war, they were once again confined to the home. Priestley reflects on this situation and asks a very bold question. Why should women, especially mothers, be treated as unpaid servants? This makes the play highly relevant, not just then, but even today. So, from exam point of view, if the question is asked, why is the play relevant even today? Use this context to show timelessness. Mother's Day is a one act social comedy. It deals with the role of mothers in middle class households. Through role reversal and humor, it conveys a very serious message that mothers deserve dignity and respect. The turning point in the play is when Mrs. Pearson and her neighbor, Mrs. Fitzgerald, exchange personalities, which allows Mrs. Pearson to finally assert herself. Now let's focus on the detailed plot. The play opens in the Pearson family home. Mrs. Pearson is a dutiful housewife, but she is ignored and undervalued by her family. Her husband, George Pearson, spends his evenings at the nightclub. Her daughter Doris is self absorbed and selfish, while her son Cyril is careless and demanding. Mrs. Pearson feels helpless. Mrs. Pearson suffers in silence, carrying all the household burden, but secretly desires respect and recognition. Now, in the story, Mrs. Fitzgerald is introduced. Mrs. Fitzgerald, the neighbor who enters the story, she is quite bold, outspoken, and very different from Mrs. Pearson's personality. She practices astrology and fortune telling, symbolizing wisdom and intuition. Mrs. Fitzgerald notices Mrs. Pearson's timid nature and scolds her for being too soft with her family. She advises, you must not be their servant. You must be the mistress of your own house. Mrs. Pearson admits that she lacks the courage to stand up for herself. Here comes the twist, the raising action of the story when there is a personality exchange. Mrs. Fitzgerald proposes a magical solution, that is, the exchange of personality. She tells Mrs. Pearson that this will give her the boldness she lacks. Reluctantly, Mrs. Pearson agrees. Through a magical ritual, a dramatic device, their personalities are swapped. Mrs. Fitzgerald is now Mrs. Pearson, who is soft and timid in personality, and whereas on the other hand, Mrs. Pearson, with the bold personality of Mrs. Fitzgerald, becomes strong, assertive, and fearless. Now begins the conflict in the story when Mrs. Pearson, with Fitzgerald's personality, begins to deal with her family members one by one. So, first, Doris enters, the daughter enters. She expects her mother to iron her dress and prepare tea. To her shock, Mrs. Pearson refuses bluntly and even criticizes Doris for being selfish and immature. Doris bursts into tears, unable to believe her mother's harsh tone. Next is Cyril enters. He expects his tea, but Mrs. Pearson again refuses. She firmly tells him to make it himself. Cyril is confused and irritated by this sudden change. Finally, George enters, the husband. He expects his dinner and routine service. Mrs. Pearson mocks him, revealing a bitter truth. People at his club actually laugh at him behind his back. George is humiliated and he is speechless. Now comes the climax where the conflict raises to its highest peak. The entire family is bewildered. They argue, complain, and demand explanations. But Mrs. Pearson remains firm, sarcastic, and witty. She points out their selfishness and lack of gratitude. One by one, the family members realize the truth in her words. They are forced to reflect on their behavior and acknowledge their mother's importance. The resolution comes at the peak of confusion. Mrs. Fitzgerald, with Pearson's timid personality, re enters. Seeing the impact, she decides it is time to reverse the magic. They exchange their personalities again. Mrs. Pearson regains her original self, but with new confidence inside her. The family, now softened and guilty, offers to help Mrs. Pearson. George, Doris, and Cyril decide to stay home that evening instead of going out. They promise to share responsibilities and treat her with respect. Mrs. Fitzgerald leaves, reminding Mrs. Pearson to maintain her authority. The play closes on a hopeful and reformed note. The Pearson family has realized their mistake. Mrs. Pearson has won dignity and recognition that she deserved. Priestley delivers his social message humorously that respect your mothers, for without them, families fall apart. Now let's focus on the main characters. Mrs. Annie Pearson, who is the symbol of the traditional mother. She is soft, gentle, dutiful, but ignored. The transformation shows women can gain strength by asserting themselves. Next, we are having the funny character Mrs. Fitzgerald, the real hero of the story, if you ask me. Mrs. Fitzgerald is my personal favorite. Why? Because she is bold, outspoken, dominating. She represents the modern women who refuse exploitation. She is basically the catalyst for change. Because without her, Mrs. Pearson wouldn't have gained the confidence and the recognition that she deserved. Next, we are having Mr. George Pearson, the husband, the middle aged husband of Mrs. Pearson, who is quite pompous. And that is how the members of the club used to mock him by calling him Pompey Ompy Pearson. He thinks he is respected at the club, but he is actually mocked. And he, at the end of the story, learns humility and starts respecting his wife. Then we are having Doris Pearson, who is a teenage daughter. She is fashionable and careless. She's more concerned about her clothing and datings. She is shocked by her mother's boldness and she turns into a good daughter. Finally, we are having Cyril Pearson, the young son, casual, expects service. He represents the patriarchal mindset. But at the end of the story, he also changes his perspective. From the exam point of view, in character questions, always mention the role of the character in the plot plus their symbolic significance, which will add standard to your answers. Next, we will move on to the themes which are focused in this particular drama. That is, first one, exploitation of women. Mothers are often reduced to unpaid servants, which is a very wrong thing. Next, we are having the assertion of identity. Women must demand dignity and recognition. Family dynamics. Respect should be mutual, not one sided. Next, social satire. Humor exposes selfishness of family members. The way Mrs. Fitzgerald exposed the selfishness of all the members in the family, which made them realize that how important the mother is in their family. Next, we are having transformation and the change, where the change is possible only with courage and assertiveness sometimes. Finally, the comedy with the message. Priestley entertains but also shows a good reformation in the story. Now let's focus on the language, the literary and dramatic devices used by Priestley to add beauty in the story. Priestley uses satire to ridicule selfish family members. He uses even irony. For example, when George thinks he's admired at the club but is actually ridiculed, the role reversal concept brings a very powerful dramatic device. Why? Because it is symbolic. Comedy makes the serious theme enjoyable for the audience. Symbolism is also present in the story as Mrs. Pearson's boldness symbolizes the empowerment of women. Let us now look at some key important quotations. Why? Because mentioning the evidences in the answers are very, very important in the exam point of view. So the first quotation is said by Mrs. Pearson, I'm not going to run after you all anymore. This particular line was said by Mrs. Pearson when she swapped her personality with Mrs. Fitzgerald. So this is basically the line of Mrs. Fitzgerald in the soul, in the body of Mrs. Pearson. This particular line, I'm not going to run after you all anymore, is showing the turning point where she is pointing out the assertion of independence, recognition, and respect from the family members. Next, moving on to the next second quotation, they will soon learn if you show them. This line is said by the actual Mrs. Fitzgerald, which is showing the wisdom where she is emphasizing that respect must be earned. Then we are having the line said by Cyril, this is a nice way to talk to your mother, which is ironic because he never respected her before. And finally, Mrs. Pearson shocks George by saying, they laugh at you behind you back at the club. This is exposing the hypocrisy of male pride. Basically, this particular drama is a one act play which is satirical, where the two women, Mrs. Pearson and Mrs. Fitzgerald, are exchanging their personality, which is showing the symbolic device. The conflict is between the family and the role of the mother, and in the resolution, there is a transformation of the family's attitude. And the final message that J.B. Priestley wants to portray is that respect and value for mother is must. Here I have given you some important questions. You can pause the video and take a screenshot or note it down in your note for your exam preparations. Now let's move on to the values and messages given in the story. First thing is mothers are the backbone of the families. Why? Because without them, the whole family will fall apart. Next, mutual respect is essential in the family life. We all have to respect each other, especially women. Women must assert self respect. Gender equality starts within the household. Finally, comedy can be a tool for reformation. Now, moving on to the critical appreciation. The structure of the story is it is a one act play, it is simple and focused. The languages Priestley has used, everyday dialogues, is accessible to all. The effectiveness of this story is that humor makes message more acceptable, and the characters are ordinary yet symbolic, because if you see, each and every single character are quite symbolic. This story still resonates today in Indian households, as we all know that it is quite evident that we all are taking up mother for granted. Finally, coming to the conclusion, Mother's Day is a blend of humor and reformation. Priestley uses domestic setting to show universal issues. A play ends on hopeful note where he shows that the change is possible only through assertive changes. Final message that respect begins at home, especially for mothers. Thank you for listening. If you like this video, kindly hit the like button and subscribe my channel for more English videos. See you in the next video.